Hello, everyone. Welcome to McDo Consulting LLC YouTube channel. So McDo Consulting LLC is an organization into research, evaluation, data analytics, and professional development around helping people, organizations, communities, scholars to make smarter evidence-based decisions and to enhance the effectiveness of their work in health, in education, in finance, in marketing, in energy, in cybersecurity, in engineering, and in several day-to-day activities that they need research, evaluation, data analytics, and professional development services for. My name is Omodolapo, and I am the principal consultant in McDo Consulting LLC. So today, I will be sharing with you smart ways to select relevant literature for your research study. And taking you through this 7 points, through these 7 points that will help you in being smarter in your literature search. So the first is defining clear topic, clarifying your selection criteria, identifying keywords and their variations across several contexts, identifying relevant sources, organizing your literature, ensuring timely documentation, and consulting experts like us in the process. So the first thing is defining a clear topic. So when you want to go into literature search, you want to be sure what exactly is your topic. And in that topic, what is the main idea? What is like a added idea? So you are able to kind of divide your topic into the main topic and the subtopics. So for instance, if I want to understand evaluation capacity building initiatives, how it has been studied in the past, and I really want to understand how the concept of systems theory and culturally responsiveness have shaped these studies, then I realized that my main idea in that topic is understanding evaluation capacity building. Then the subtopic, the added idea, are the concept of systems theory and culturally responsiveness that I really want to see how it has been studied or how it has come up, how it has shaped these initiatives over the years. So you want to be sure what exactly is your topic. When you're sure of that, the next is defining your selection criteria, which encompasses your inclusion and exclusion criteria. So you want to ask yourself, this study, do I want to consider it for the past 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, or do I even want to understand it since inception? Having understood that, you also want to ask yourself, what sources are you looking out to? Are they just peer review journal articles, or are they great literature, maybe like conferences, proceedings, like reports, book chapters, or even websites of notable organizations that could help you to understand the study? And again, you want to ask yourself, the publication you are looking out for, should they just be in English, or you want some to be in French or in Arabic? And this study, do you just want to consider how it has transpired within the United States of America, within Nigeria, in Africa, in North America? You also want to establish all of this because that will help you to have only relevant literature as opposed to gathering a huge amount of literature that seems daunting to accomplish. The next is you want to identify what variations are in the keywords that you want to use. So, for instance, I talked about evaluation capacity building. This is a concept that has different kinds of terms in several places. So some scholars will call it evaluation capacity development. Some scholars will even call it evaluation literacy. And like the systems theory I talked about, some scholars will call it systems thinking. So these are the variations that you want to be sure of and you want to include in your keywords. So as you're trying to gather keywords you use for your study, make sure that you have every relevant terms that this same study, this same idea is being represented across different concepts, because this will help you not to miss out on important literature. Another step is identifying relevant literature sources. So you want to get about maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and even more databases or journal that will be helpful to you. So oftentimes you ask yourself, how do I know journal databases that will be of help to me? So in your field of study, you would have seen some kind of literature review that has happened in the past. And one thing you realize is that several of these literature studies have commonalities in terms of their sources. So once you are able to establish that, that is a very good source to look into. And again, you can get recommendation from your lead research team, from your research team, from your lead researcher. You can even get recommendation from your professor. Maybe you are a scholar, on what other sources could help. And there are several databases and journals as well that are very, very popular in different fields. So these are the kind of information you should look out to and gather your literature sources from. And you want to ensure organization. Honestly, organization is key. If you really want to be smart and organized, organization is key. So think about it. As you're getting this literature, as you're downloading them, you want to have an accessible literature manager, some of which are Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote, and the likes. This kind of software helps you to stay organized. So there are two ways that I propose, or there are two ways that I advise when you want to go into downloading your literature. So when you have keyed in, when you have typed in, when you have put in the right places your keywords, your selection criteria, and it has brought out for you relevant literature. So there are two ways. Is either you look at the abstracts and the title from that point and you make the decision if that is a relevant literature or not, or you download every literature it has brought to you into the literature manager. Then you go into the literature manager and begin to review one after the other, the title and the abstract, in order to know and decide which exact of this literature are you retaining and which are you excluding. So organization is key for a smart researcher. Another thing is you want to ensure timely documentation. I cannot overemphasize the place of proper documentation. Documentation enhances the transparency and the reproducibility of your work. In fact, it shows how credible your literature work is when you get it out there for people to read. So before you even go into the database or your journal or website at all, please make sure you document your process as you go on. Document how you made your decision of the keywords, the databases you selected, the journal. Document everything, the criteria you applied. And again, where a lot of people sometimes forget, probably they're in a rush, is the place of documenting the number of literature that comes out for you. So for the first time you type in your selection criteria, your keywords, please document the number of literature that comes out. Because at that point, you know that, okay, this is your initial output, or this is the initial literature you got. Before you then start to read the abstract and read the title to know which exact is staying or getting excluded. So even at that point, having excluded the one you think should be excluded, you should still be able to document how many literature are left. Because there's still another stage of literature where you read more into the content to actually see how this literature will be relevant for your study. So documentation is key. And the place of consulting experts like us cannot be overemphasized. When you consult experts like us, your advisor, whether you're a scholar, your colleagues, or even librarians, will help you We guide you to make sure that the key literature are selected. And for MacDo Consulting LLC, we are here for you. Beyond selecting the relevant literature, we are here for you to guide you, to help you, to assist you in synthesizing your findings from this literature into publishable materials that people out there can read and indeed give you some kind of praises for a job well done. So do well to reach out to us. So in conclusion, I've been able to share with you ways you can be able to be smart in your search of literature, in organization, and in documentation. And I hope this helps. If it helps you, good. And please do well to share with people out there that you feel would need this video to succeed in their research work. And finally, thank you. In case you have questions, feedback, please do well to put in the comment section of this video. Let us know your questions. Let us know your feedback. But above it all, the most preferred way you can reach out to MacDo Consulting and you get our services very quick and you get responses from us very fast is reaching out to us on our website, www.macdoconsultingllc.org. We look out for you. We are here to help you achieve your research goal. Thank you. Please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that anytime there are new videos, you get alert immediately. Bye for now.